Hey people, with Rise of Iron having recently come out, my interest in Destiny has been piqued again, and I wanted to talk about class builds and what I think is most effective for a Warlock. Specifically, my favorite subclass, the voidwalker. I can't believe I forgot to say this during the original recording, but this is the hungering build for the voidwalker subclass for the Warlock. It's all about using your super and your grenades as much as possible. So, firstly, there's stat allocation. Intellect is definitely the most important stat in the game, especially for a Warlock who wants to use his super more often. Warlocks are a glass cannon, your super is your ace, make sure you have it available. Discipline is a close second because you can get your grenade off quite a lot as a Warlock already with some of the other abilities. And strength is less important because you simply don't want to be meleeing enemies that can shoot you from really far away. It's a risk and not really worth it. As far as gear goes, the exotic piece of armor you want to use is the Obsidian Mind. This will give you your super energy back from killing enemies with your super, which can be a bit overpowered at times. You do get your super back very quickly. I have completely refilled my super from using my super before. It's powerful. And it also gives you, where is it? More super energy from killing minions of darkness, which is always nice. More super energy, more supers, more devastation. As for the rest of your gear, just focus on getting intellect and discipline. Strength isn't important, like I said before, but do have a little bit because you're gonna exceed 300 stat on intellect and discipline anyway. Your exotic gun should be bad juju if you have it. This gun gives you full auto pulse rifle. It's a very fast rate of fire pulse rifle and it's very stable, meaning that headshots are very easy to do. And finally you have string of curses. Every time you kill an enemy, your magazine is automatically fully reloaded. This means killing enemies such as thralls, acolytes, dregs is very efficient as you don't really have to reload ever if you focus on weaker enemies and leave the knights and captains to your teammates, or use your super to quickly put them down. But the reason we're using this weapon is because it gives you more super energy from killing enemies. This is really powerful for a primary weapon. You can use this all the time. You can really quickly tear through weak enemies because it automatically reloads. And after killing each enemy for a short period of time afterwards, you get additional damage. It's a very strong weapon, especially for this class. Moving on to the subclass abilities. So firstly, the grenade choice is Vortex Grenade. I prefer the Vortex Grenade over the other two just because it's got area denial. Plus it does have the potential to do more damage if your enemies stay in it. They don't generally, they don't want to die. They move out of the way. But it does have the potential to kill an enemy who might be slower or gets caught right in the center of it before they get away. Movement is really up to you. I don't really like Blink though, not for PvE. Focused Burst is probably the quickest way to get in the sky, which is helpful for using your super. Get in the sky, throw it down at your enemy. It's just easier to aim, less obstructions. I use Vortex for the Nova Bomb. Shatter's nice for the area that you will kill in and can be useful with the Obsidian Mind, but really you're gonna do more damage with Vortex and have more chance to kill bigger enemies. I would definitely choose Vortex over Shatter, and Lance has a smaller blast radius. It does fire straight, but I do find it harder to aim because of that. The arcing is more instinctive for me, and I just prefer Vortex because it does more damage. But the essential abilities are Soul Rip. This means that Energy Drain, your charged up melee, will restore a significant amount more super energy for your Nova Bomb. I think it's around 3 times. Don't quote me on that. I haven't seen any stats on it, but it seems to be 3 times more super energy than a normal melee kill. As far as your training, I tend to focus on being all around. With other classes, I might focus more on armor and recovery, as dying is not fun, but you need the agility to quickly get in the sky to use your super. Your super is the focus of this subclass. Then we have the hunger, which increases the duration of your energy drain. Energy drain is when you melee your enemy with your charged up super, then for a certain period of time, your grenade energy will recharge faster. If you have a good amount of discipline, you should be close to 300 if you're running this class, it will recharge very quickly. With the hunger, it will recharge your grenade fully twice before the effect runs out, so this is definitely effective. Again, training, focus on being all around. Recovery is the focus of Warlocks. This is how I do it. You don't have to do it this way. It's just my preference. Embrace the Void means that killing enemies with Nova Bomb or a grenade will activate Energy Drain. This means that your grenade, if you kill someone with it, will recharge itself. Using it with the hunger means it will recharge itself twice. So you kill an enemy with a grenade, quickly throw another grenade, you don't need to kill someone with the second grenade, your third grenade will still be recharged really quickly, and you kill someone with the third one. It just gives you a lot more grenade potential. If you kill someone with the third grenade, of course your energy drain is going to start again, and you can do the whole thing over again. And if you have a piece of armor that gives you more super energy from grenade kills, it just works really well. Especially with bad juju. Now, I would recommend you do it in this order. Grenade first. If you don't manage to kill an enemy with your grenade, then you use your super to activate your energy drain to refill your grenade. That will usually refill your grenade. I mean, if you don't kill something with your super, you probably missed with your super, so not getting your energy drain off is the least of your concerns. And finally, the melee's last, because melee is risky. Also, with Soul Rip, if you're using your charged melee while your super's there, you're getting less out of it because you're not getting that extra super energy. And if your grenade is there when you're using this, you're not getting the energy drain bonus. It is definitely your last resort. And sometimes when enemies get in close, focus on making more distance instead of meleeing them to death, so you've still got the Soul Rip available. Yeah, and I guess that's it from me on how this class works. It's pretty simple. You have to be aware of your abilities, your timing for your energy drain all the time while you're on the battlefield, but once you get used to it, it becomes second nature. I wouldn't really worry about it being overly complicated. If you're familiar with first-person shooters, if you're familiar with Destiny, you'll get it down pat pretty quick. And that's about it. I don't really have anything else to say about the Voidwalker that I haven't already said, so thanks for watching. subscribe to the channel, like the video, all the YouTube things. Yay!